So we are doing 3-3, linearity and continuity of graphs. So we're going to start here with discrete functions. So a discrete function is when the points are not connected to each other. So if we look at that, those points are not connected to each other. Domain, set of individual values. So here it would be -4, -2, or actually -1, 3, 4, and what, 7? Okay, again, range would be the same thing. So the range for this one would be -2, this would be -1, this would be 3, 4, and 5. So they're just going to be individual numbers. It's not the distance from here to here. Okay, the next one is continuous function. Points are connected to form a curve or a line or a curve. So these points are all connected. The domain is all numbers. So all the numbers this way, all the numbers this way. So that would be written, that was horrible, like so. The range is from one interval of the real numbers. So on this, the bottom side is the minimum value, and that would go up to positive infinity. Now for this one, it's -5. So it would go from -5 up to positive infinity. Over here, neither discrete nor continuous. Some points are connected right here, they're connected, but all of this, they're not connected. They're not continuous everywhere. Domain varies, range varies. Okay, so the Bargain Book sells young adult novels on a sliding scale. That is, the more books you buy, the cheaper they are. Let f of x model the store's price for the given quantities. Is it discrete or is it continuous? Well, think about it. In order for this to be a line like so, that means that you would have to have the book that's 1.1 or 1.2, 1.3. We don't have those kind of books. You have book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4. So this is discrete because, oh, did I really just spell that wrong? No, I spelled it right. You have a whole book. Okay? This one, is it discrete or is it continuous or neither? Right here. I never pick up my pencil. So that means this is really continuous. There is a line. It is not a line, it is a curve that connects each point. This next one, they're not all connected, so neither. There are discrete parts and continuous parts. Well, I should put the word parts and put the period there. Okay, so let's look over at this one. That is, if I can get it to work. Is it discrete or continuous? It is discrete. They are all individual points. Okay, so this next one, maybe. It doesn't want to work. There we go. It says, as a private investigator, Tia charges $25 per hour for any amount of time up to 8 hours, and then a flat rate at $250 per day. Okay? So if I look over here, so it was continuous here, but there's a flat rate each time after that. So this means that it is neither, because we start off continuous and then it's an individual amount. Okay, next. Circadian rhythms are cycles of behavior that occur over 24 hours based on a day-night cycle. One aspect of a plant's circadian rhythm is the percentage of its flowers that are open or closed. So we have this right here. Okay, so is that discrete, continuous, or neither? Well, if I was to follow it, I don't ever pick up my pencil. So that means it is continuous. Okay. Now we have to figure out if the line is, or if the graph is a line, or if it's nonlinear. Okay, linear function is a function that has a graph that is a line. So it has to be a line, but it also has to be a function. Okay, it has a constant rate of change. Right here, when x equals a number, that's not a function because it is a it is a vertical line. So that means that it is not a function when it's x equals a number. A linear equation, it can be the vertical line is an equation. Okay, it's just not a function. Now, nonlinear is a graph with a set of points that cannot lie on the same line. Now, it can be discrete or it can be continuous or neither. Okay? Does not have a constant rate of change. Exponents are not equal to 1. So let's look at this. The first thing I have to do is I have to simplify this. So 4x squared. Now, this right here is the same thing as saying 2x times 2x. That would get me minus 4x squared plus 3x minus 5. These two right here become 1, ours becomes 0. And I get this equation right here, which is the same as being an mx plus b, which is the slope-intercept form. So yes, it is a line. This is a line. This next one, the square root of 9 is 3. So 3x squared minus 3x squared minus y equals 17. These two become 0, so negative y equals 17. I divide by negative 1. I get y equals negative 17. That is in y equals mx plus b form. In fact, it's a horizontal line. So yes, it is a line. Okay, next says, is it linear or nonlinear? So I have to combine like terms. So y equals 2x to the third plus 3x plus 6. The fact that this right here has an exponent of 3 instead of 1, that means it is nonlinear. Okay, this one over here. I need to, nope, that would be wrong. 4y squared equals 3. The minute that this becomes squared, this is non-linear. Okay, next, soccer. Selena kicks a soccer ball. The height of the ball after each half second is recorded in the table. Is the function that models the height of the ball a linear or nonlinear function? So remember, slope is the change in y over the change in x. Or if you don't remember slope, maybe rate of change. Okay, so we have to see, does it go up or down the same amount? So right here to right here. So this went up 26. This went up 0.5. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do 26 divided by a half. That's going to come out to 52. Okay, so then I'm going to do from here to here. Oh, and this is going to be ridiculous. I think it's, I know. That's what I thought, but I had to make sure. And this one up by a half. So I'm going to do 18 over 0.5. That's going to get me 36. Are these two numbers consistent? No, they're not. That means that this is non-linear. It does not have a constant rate of change. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing down here. So this right here, this went up by 12. This went up by 4. So 12 over 4 is 3. That was a horrible 3. Okay, so let's do this. This went up by 3. This went up by 1. So 3 over 1. That would be 3. This went up by 6. This went up by 2. So 6 over 2 equals 3. This went up by 3. This went up by 1. So 3 over 1. This went up by a whole lot. Went up by 12. This one up by 4. So 12 over 4 gets 3. They have a constant rate of change, so this is linear. This one, we do the same thing. This went down by 1. This went up by 1. So negative 1 over 1 equals negative 1. This went down by 7. This went up by 1. So negative 7 over 1, that equals negative 7. They do not have a constant rate of change, so it is nonlinear. Okay, Fernando uses garden hose to fill the empty pool. The table shows the amount of water in the pool after every 5 minutes. Determine linearity. Okay, so right here it went up by 60 and it went up by 5. So 60 over 5 is 12. This went up by 60. This went up by 5. Ooh, look at that. Went up by 60. Went up by 5. Went up by 60. Went up by 5. So right here, its slope is 12. There's a constant rate of change. Okay, now, why is this continuous instead of being discrete? Because when you have a pool, it doesn't go from one level to the next level just automatically. It fills up continuously. So could this amount of water be in there? Could this amount? Yeah. That could be filling at that rate. It's not like can go from 1 gallon to 10 gallons in just a magical second. Okay. The table shows the federal minimum wage rates during the years in which the wage increased. Okay. What best describes this function that models the wages over time? Okay, so first of all, this will be my x, this will be my y. Okay, from here to here. Okay, so if we do that, 4.25 minus 3.8, that's going to get me 45 cents, and that was in 1 year. Okay, this is, sorry, I should do this, 0.45 over 1, so that's 0.45. Okay, so then we're going to do this, and this is 25 cents. No, it's not. It's 50 cents. 50 cents, and this is 5. So this is 0.50 divided by 5, so that's going to get me 10 cents. Is it a constant rate of change? No, it is not. Okay, the function is linear. No, it's not. The function's nonlinear. It could be that one. The function is linear. No, the function is nonlinear. So it could be B or D. Okay, then it says that because it is discrete, that's why it's linear or nonlinear. Guys, it doesn't matter if it's discrete or not discrete. Okay, it increases 45 cents between 90 and 91 and 70 cents between 2007 and 2008. So this is going to be my choice. Okay,